Hi, my name is Alan Walden. I'm the Vicar of St Michael's Church, Madeley. Well, the Roc Cafe is a really good way of reaching out to vulnerable members of the community and providing a place where they can come and get some friendship, get some refreshments, they can have a meal and a drink, but mainly it's about friendship and offering a place where they can be safe and get some help on a social level and on a practical level with some of the problems that they might have. So the Roc Cafe at the moment is meeting on a Monday and Friday evening from 5 till 6:30. On Mondays it meets here, and on Fridays now it meets in the living room at the Park Lane Centre on Woodside.
I'm Linda and I volunteer at the Roc Cafe at St Michael's, Madeley on Monday and at the living room Park Lane on Friday evening. Here now I think a lot are very on their own. You know, they've perhaps come to this area for relatives and those relatives have now passed on or they just ended up for whatever reason. And so it's a nice way of meeting people. It's quite difficult for people on their own to meet other people. And this is a safe place, they feel, I'm sure, by how they react. So that's good.
I think people come because they make friends, they find it helpful. The volunteers are very friendly, they're not at all pushy, but they're able to be there and help in practical ways with some of the problems that people might have.
All kinds of people come. We've had young families who've been struggling with all sorts of things that are probably not financial or food, but new baby, you know, wants some advice from somebody a bit older perhaps. We had a 90-year-old who celebrated his birthday with us, and he came because he could relate to the men. We never asked how he could relate to the men. He did, definitely, and he gained something, I think, from it, so that was good for all.
We host the Roc Cafe because it's a way of reaching people and helping people who maybe other church activities or other community activities don't reach. It fills a gap so that people who are socially isolated have a place that they can go for friendship and support.
Me, because it makes me get out of home. Everybody has something that's a problem at some point, and I've had that. I've been there with one of my children, and so it does me good to leave behind and go back afresh, because it's good to give, isn't it? It's really, well, I feel it's good to give. I feel better when I've done it. Well, what I see of what happens to people who come to Roc Cafe, they feel like they've got somewhere to keep coming. They feel like they've got a group of people that like them and they like them back. And that's got to put people in a better place when they're out of here. Because so many people, I think, are socially isolated today. They're really quite lonely. And everybody can be that. So volunteers as well. So it's good both ways.
It's really good. It gives us as a church a contact with people in the community who maybe otherwise wouldn't be very willing to come to some of the more traditional church events. So it's a different way to be able to reach them and to link them up with volunteers from our church and from other churches as well, so that we can be friends and show that we really care about them on a practical level. The church really appreciates the opportunity to be involved in the Roc Cafe to host it. We value the links that we've developed. We really like working with other churches. This is a community project where churches are working together to help people in the community, and I think that's a really good demonstration of the way that the churches can work in the community.